I am strapped to the KIM. Can't find the exit wound, how that blade got in. How murder was a case, was a safe haven. That's why Cast and I spit the great I am.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is the Eric Barber here, and I'm with Backwoodz Studioz very own Curly Castro, PremRock, and they make up ShrapKnel. We just saw a show out in Detroit. I loved it. How do you think it went, Curly?
It felt good, yo. Detroit Massive came out and showed love at the UFO factory. And, the energy was high and the vibes was good. So, we was here last year, like you said. And so we'll be here next year and the year after that and the year after that on some LeBron shit,
I love it. Let's go. And PremRock, man, we're get on the last couple legs of the tour, right? You're closing out in Chicago. How do you feel like the overall tour experience has been, you guys as the headliners?
Definitely different now that you headline instead of opening for a bigger act, There's a little more responsibility on your shoulders. Also, you go on later, you shoulder a little bit more. So ups and downs, but it felt great. Detroit especially, you saw the caliber of people that were in the crowd. I mean, they kind of said it all for us. So we felt like, little kids out there rapping, honestly. It's like we get to do this, so.
No doubt. I mean, this kind of says, there are some people who are favorite rappers. I'm looking on the crowd at your guys' show. It's all rappers. You got Book Brown in the audience, Ty Ferris, pretty much all the Bruiser Brigade. That's crazy. And so, yeah, that is crazy, right? And I know you guys all have some kind of relationship there. So, Curly, if you could kind of touch on the relationship they have with some of the artists that we had there tonight.
So, the main connection was last year, Woods dropped the project Aethiopes and featured the incredible Fat Ray on there. Church, the record Church he did with Messiah Music. And he did a song with Fat Ray, and it harkened back to a song from Aethiopes. So it's all full circle. We love Bruiser Brigade. I love Fat Ray, so as soon as I heard him on it, I'm wilding and shit. Yeah. And so then we came out to Detroit and did a show. We was doing a run with Woods. Fat Ray, Bruiser came out, Mad People came out, Just came out, Rafi came out, Ty Ferris came out to that last show. So on our way down the road, we started making phone calls to see, who would be available. No pressure and shit, just to come and show love if they were available. And everybody came through, man to their word. And Book Brown was opening. She's a legend, walking, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just happy for it all. Eddie Logic's killed it. Fred killed it, you know what I'm saying? Mister got up there, some Renaissance raps. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good night, all in all, as the penultimate show, the show before another show, and that's where Rich Jones going to tear it down as we take him home, homecoming show.
Love it. And, there's not a ton of information about you guys online, so I'm even trying to dig into a little bit of the ShrapKnel lore here. How did you guys even end up becoming a hip-hop duo together?
How we became a duo is different from how we met, but it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
We were I ended up going to an event. It was a rhyme calisthenics, which started out in Pittsburgh. It was a battle. They spun a wheel with different topics, so you had to be good off the top. You had to be really, who's that?
Brown in this bitch.
Let's go.
Yo, Book Brown, what up? Say something.
Come here.
I'm going to plug real quick. We got an interview with Book Brown coming out soon, too.
Yeah, you already interviewed Book?
Of course.
Damn.
Old school.
You know what I'm saying?
The set exchange, they missed the Fred.
The house whiskey is Evan Wings, which is not bad.
Detroit. Welcome to Detroit. Welcome to Detroit.
Yeah, thank you for the welcome.
Thank you, B.
Thank you for having
Oh.
us. Are you kidding me?
Okay, let's go. For the children. So, PremRock kind of kicked us off on the how you guys formed up.
So we were in a competition together, and we both tied for second and shit. And so, then we started working more extensively with each other. We would back each other up at shows. And I would be on his projects, he would be on mine, but nothing formal. And so ShrapKnel was the best idea we never had. And so one day he had a pack of beats from Elucid. I had a pack of beats from Elucid. He was like, yo, let's combine and make a project. Like, ding, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then when we started telling people about it, they was like, oh, of course. Like, it just obvious made sense. So again, I always say that was the best idea we never had. And so we just ran with it. And now, you know, we one of the illest duos in the nation, you know? Period.
I love it. And as far as duos go, would you really compare yourself, or do you feel like if someone were to say, like, what is ShrapKnel, what are the closest comparisons you'd give out to someone?
I don't do too many comparisons. Like, it's more like peer-to-peer and shit. We're in a great peer group. It's the company you keep. You know what I'm saying? We on the same label with the illest duo out, Arm & Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Our boys Billy Woods and Lucid, they overseas right now, killing it right now. So like Backwoodz spreads like octopus legs, you see what I'm saying? We do it all. So you know, and then also we have Hijinks on our label. That was Googie and Henry Canyon's. Like, we praise the collaboration. And so when we find good matches and good patterns and good partnerships, we run with them. And so ShrapKnel was just that. It's the blade that always cuts. It's never dull, always sharp.
I love it. And I remember seeing that in your guys' band camp, too. I love that saying, man. And, you know, speaking of you being a Backwoodz guy, along with Prem, how did that relationship form with you guys?
So, you know, we always would just be supportive of each other. And me and Prem always had a real affinity for performance. So when he's doing a show, I would make sure I was there, backing him up, and I was doing the show, vice versa, and stuff like that. So that's where a lot of the creativity was born from. I love our performance and how we would back each other up during shows. And so once we got that Lucid Mega Pack, you know, ShrapKnel was off and running.
Sweet. Welcome back.
I got to answer some questions now, right?
Yeah.
Where were we?
Oh, yeah.
No form, how we got together and shit.
You answer the question?
I did that Lucid Pack story.
Yeah, if you got anything you want to add, though, Prem.
You know, early on, and people that are our peers, you know, responded with the same kind of reaction. They're like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And it wasn't until we made, you know, the EP and the first record that we were like, well, the formula is incredibly, it's both easy, fun, like we're competitive in a way that isn't truly competitive. It's more like, let's make the song better. It's not about trying to outdo each other. We don't outdo each other. We're foils for each other. One person does what the other person can't. He does things with his voice I could never do, and vice versa. So, you know, that it becomes a thing that if we didn't have as much fun as we did, we wouldn't be as prolific as we are. Sure. But it's a blast, and it's only getting better. And, you know, we're going to put pressure on producers to send us, bigger producers to send us. We got some Rafi. Hey, no pressure, but we got a couple from Rafi. Since we're out here,
Bruiser. Let's go.
So we'll see what happens with that. You know, again, no pressure.
Awesome. And you know, speaking of producers that you guys have worked with, I mean, I know there's a couple very consistent ones you guys work with. What's sort of the process like for you guys to select those beats, and how's that relationship work?
You got to send and look, I love producers, and I don't downplay their work as opposed to us writing, because I think it's equal labor. But send us the real pack. Don't fuck around. I don't want the pack that 17 people have. Send us the pack that you're like, this is a pack that I believe you guys would sound good on. And if it matches us, then we're going to do it. And that's how it's always happened. And that's how it's always going to have to happen. Otherwise, I don't want the pack that's been floating around to 15 rappers. I don't. Because it's not gonna connect. It's
exactly.
not. Yeah.
No, that makes total sense. I love the custom curation there. And I guess this would be for either of you, but I kind of got the feeling that Prem is maybe more the marketing guy behind it. You know, Curly, I see you don't got a Spotify bio yet, and I feel like you're running the Instagram. You got this long, I feel like SEO optimized bio. Is that part of your relationship, that like you kind of be the marketing arm?
I don't want to be, but I know he won't do it.
You got anything to say?
I'm old school with it, so certain things I'm stubborn about. So Prem fills in the crack.
Are you the intern we need? Are you listening? Are you the intern we need out there? Not you, but like, you know, general. Are you the intern we need to take ShrapKnel to the next level and take the burden of social media away from? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, by default, I'll do it. It's fine. It's, you know, it is what it is. It's not like a disgust thing. It just, you know, it's how it turns out. But Castro's voice is a voice that a lot of ShrapKnel's are written in, like the way we describe things. So, we don't keep score on that level. So, yeah.
Definitely. And I even on your guys' performances and a lot of your songs, I noticed that you guys have a lot of really powerful verses, and you guys kind of trade off. You guys are very complimentary towards one another. And for you guys, how does that really kind of all like flow together when you guys hear a beat? Like, who determines who goes up where?
Well, usually when we get something that we vibing with, it's a supreme confidence in each other's abilities. When we get a beat and I know it's something we could use, I'm cool. I only gotta do half a song because I already know Prem gonna take care of his half. And so with those combined powers, songwriting comes a little bit easy. We're very focused on the hooks. We like things to get the crowd involved or just get the listener involved. So we just take our writing really seriously. And it's not a joke. Like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to cut, chop heads. And so we try to go in with all the writing with our blades serrated like that.
Awesome. I love it. You got any quick thoughts on that, Prem?
Yeah, same exact thing. I don't ever question what he's going to do. I know he's going to come with it. He knows I'm going to. I might take a little longer, but I might not show progress the way he's more willing to. I'm a little more secretive, and then all of a sudden it's done. Yeah, and then it's done, and I know it's done.
6 half songs, and I'm just sitting there playing with demos, and Prem goes in the studio one day and finishes all of them. But no, we have a process. We actually have an effective process. We know each other's strengths, weaknesses, and we know our pace. So we don't never like push or pull. Each one of us will take lead on a project during different phases and shit. So it's real collaborative, to be honest.
Love it. And speaking of like the Bruiser Brigade, we see them at like shows all the time together. They're always having a good time. I kind of imagine that could be like the Backwoodz crew, like with Sketch and AJ. Is that kind of how you would describe it, or is it more business wise? Or
well, first off, we got to shout out our crew, Wrecking Crew, as it involves Zilla Rock and Small Professor. So we start there, and then we branch out with. And it's the company we keep. We used to call it Other Ground, and that could be from Open Mike Eagle to DJ Halo to Googie to like I'm just blanking on cities, or to Ash to Jesse the Tree, and even through Jesse the Tree, it's just we have a really good branch going. The trees has many leaves and stuff, and so it's a really dope community that we've been trying to keep. And man sharpens man like steel sharpens steel. So if you keep other ill MCs around you, you can only get better. You will only get better.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. But shout out Sketch, man. I love hanging out with Sketch. Now the difference between some of that is like, we'll get together, but a lot of it is people are on different, the expression, different types of time. We're on different types of time. So it's like me and Sketch were rappers who bartend who don't have children. So you're probably going to catch us at the bar. And then maybe Fat Boy Sharif will join. And then maybe Steel Tiff Dub, if we can get him out of the crib, will join. And then if Woods got a minute, he'll come and join. But like, and it's a lot of mutual respect. And it's a lot of like, camaraderie, friendship. But I think Bruiser Brigade is kind of singular, so I want to shout them out for like the way that they mob out together. They record together, and it's really special because we've recognized it for a long time that they're some of the best rappers out, and they're all just a fucking crew of cool-ass dudes who you can have a drink with, you can smoke a blunt with, and they're all friends. So, as Backwoodz goes, a lot of us are friends, but we don't necessarily. This wouldn't happen. This is pretty unique. Awesome. So I salute the Bruiser Brigade for that shit.
Awesome. And how do you guys think like your solo careers differ from your group projects or your duos?
It's pretty drastically different. We're just we're solo artists first, and then we collaborate, second. So it just depends. Like I might be working on a project with a different methodology and shit, or I'm doing a whole concept record. Prem is not doing that at that time. Prem tends to not have too many features on his records. I have a lot of features sometimes. Sure. So we just work differently. Like one of my next records, Prem's gonna be like on there like 5 times. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I want to do. So I'll do shit like that, you know. So, but we just have different ways we execute our solo ideas, and so that's fine.
How about you, Prem?
Yeah, night and day, honestly. Solo record is going to be 90% myself, and then 10% additions or addendums. Together, we write totally different, not from a different voice per se, but the solo is always going to be very more personal and more like, I take pretty serious the control of it and the narrative I want to put across, and then I'll put Castro where I want him to be on, like, probably only one song, to be honest. And there'll probably only be like a couple other people. And that's just how that's how I see it. And if I see it differently, then it'll be different. But yeah, there's a difference.
Awesome. And we're getting close to wrapping up the interview. Something that struck me from the very first time I heard you guys are kind of some scholars, right? Like, in the sense that I feel like I'm doing some research about some of the bars you guys put out. And while some people go for the most simple stuff, the most basic stuff, I feel like some of you guys' pens, like, I feel like to really appreciate it, you gotta really put in some research or be a historian.
Yeah, no, we academia thugs, you know what I'm saying? But like, no, we're well read, you know, we have varying levels of education accomplished, and we also do a lot of street study. And you know what I'm saying, we've been in school. That's the type of people we are. We've been in school since we've been out of school. Sure. So we're always learning, always studying and shit like that. So I mean, sometimes you want to drop things in that you might want people to either, oh, I know about that, or oh, let me go find out about that. Just like a lot of people I listen to, I like them to teach me just as well. A song that had a real impact on me was like Nature the Threat by Razzcast. I researched every damn thing he said on that joint. That was like school for me. When I listen to Old KRS-One Edutainment, he was name dropping people that I would write in the back of my notebook, composition book, and go look them up. And I want to be that same type of artist. I'm a repository of information. I ain't go to school for no damn reason. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like to my nephew and to my brother, I try to leave all these things that I've learned over these years, and so I'll do that in my music too.
I love it, man. And if you got anything, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say I learned the most from rap music when I was a kid anyway. So Nature of the Threat, that's a good example. But like words, terms, expressions, historical events, things I didn't know about, I would dig deeper. And I'm a person who digs. And if you listen to us, you're probably a person who digs too. So figure out what word or what expression or what a reference, and dig and find out more about it. That's part of the the fun of like listening to good music with a little more than one meaning or one listen, you know what I mean? So yeah, of course.
No doubt about it. And for each of you individually, I mean, what can we expect to hear soon from ShrapKnel, and what can we expect to hear soon from Curly Castro?
Well, we both have solo projects in different levels of development. And we got the ShrapKnel record that's been wrapped. We just got to do some other things to finish it and turn it in. So that'll be next year, and that's a definite. And Prem could tell you about his solo.
Yeah. The new ShrapKnel is going to be very good, I think, and well, hopefully received as well as we believe it will be. I'm coming close to wrapping up my solo as well. So 24, I think, will be a big year for us together and separate. And fuck, I mean, I'm excited. Because stuff takes a little longer now, once you turn it in, things like that. We can always drop whatever we want, whenever we want, but certain things, we want to make sure they get the proper treatment, the physical production, all that stuff. So super fucking hyped. Our best work is coming out next year, and then our better work than that will come out the year after that. So
we're pumped. Let's go. And to wrap up the whole interview, I want, I always do this with double interviews or group interviews. I want y'all to each say what you like about each other.
Prem is the greatest MC on the planet, and it's my job to convince everybody that has working ears and eyes to know that fact. That's what I do.
Dude, you got a high bar, bro.
My job is to rebuke that statement, because I am not the greatest rapper in the world. What I like about Castro, I mean, he's the engine that makes ShrapKnel go. There is no ShrapKnel without him, because it's the name, the language, the design, the song title, all of it. That's him. And I'm playing my role. I'm playing it well. Nobody could replace me. That's where we're at.
Love it. Guys, that's PremRock, Curly Castro. They make up ShrapKnel. All of their links will be down in the description below. Hey, I really, really appreciate your time.
Thanks for taking the time.
Likewise, Carly. Definitely, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Peace out, guys.